Hello students. Yesterday we start our point is a excretion in animal. So today we will continue with the excretion in humans. Students, in human different forms of waste product are eliminated from the body by different mechanisms. In that first type of excretion in human is a egestion. It is the process by which solid undigested food product along with the some other waste product formed in the digestion process are removed from the body. They are collected in a large intestine and expelled through the anus in the form of feces. Then second type of excretion in human is the exhalation. It is the process in which gaseous waste such as carbon dioxide and excess water vapors are expelled through the lungs. Third type of excretion is a sweating. It helps to expel the water, small amount of urea and salt through the sweat gland present in the skin. These are excreted in the form of sweat. Sweating also helps in cooling our body when the temperature is high. Then next point is the excretion. It is the process of eliminating the toxic nitrogenous waste from the body. So we will discuss the human excretory system. Urea is the major waste product produced in our body. The urea and other unwanted salt dissolve in the water in body to form the yellowish liquid called urine. The excretory system collects the liquid waste of the body and help to get rid of them. The excretory system of human being consists of the following organs. First, two kidneys, two ureters, a bladder and a urethra. The kidney are bean-shaped organ toward the back of our body just above the waist. Then every person has two kidneys. The decomposition of unused food protein in the liver produces the urea as a waste. This urea go into the blood. The blood in our body is constantly passing through our kidney. The function of kidney is to filter the blood to remove the urea. Each kidney contains the thousands of tiny filters called nephrons. When the blood containing urea and other waste salt pass through the nephrons in the kidney, the nephrons filter the blood and remove urea and other unwanted salt from it. The liquid left in the kidney is yellowish liquid called urine, which contain the urea and other waste. The urine formed in kidney go into the bladder through the tube called ureters, and the bladder is also called urinary bladder. The urine collected in the bladder is passed out from the body at the regular interval through the opening at the end of the tube called urethra. Urine is a yellowish liquid which consists of 2.5% urea, 2.5% other waste salt and 95% water. The adult human being normally passes out 1 to 1.8 liter of urine per day, means in a 24 hours. The normal functioning of kidney is essential for the good health. Sometimes a person kidney may stop working due to the infection or injury. When the kidney do not work properly, they are not able to remove the waste product from urea. Then the procedure used to cleaning the blood or a person by separating the waste product from urea is called dialysis. The sweat contains water, some salt and the little urea. Sweat is also removed from the body by the sweat glands through the skin. We sweat a lot on the hot summer days. When the sweat evaporates from our body, the sweating performs the two functions. It helps to remove the excess water from the body and it helps to keep our body cool during the hot summer days. Then our next point is a transportation in plants. We already learned that Plant take the water and the dissolved mineral from the soil through the roots and transport it to their leaves for the preparation of the food. The plant need transport system to carry the water absorbed by the root up to the leaves, and second to carry the food made in the leaves to the all parts of the plant including the roots. The transport system in plants consists of a long tube called xylem and phloem. In other words, xylem and phloem transport the substances in plant. The xylem and phloem vessel are present in all parts of plant such as roots, stem, branches and leaves. Xylem and phloem vessel form the vascular tissue in the plant. The vascular tissue called xylem carry the water from the roots upward through the stem and the branches up to the leaves. Then the next point is a transpiration. Transpiration serves a very useful function in the plant because it generates a suction force in the xylem which can pull water from the root up to the greater height in tall trees. Another function of transpiration is that it cools the plant in a hot weather. Please note that rate of transpiration increase in moving air or wind because moving air carry away the water vapor from the leaves as fast as it come out of the stomata. The stomata are the tiny pores found on the surface of leaves of the plant. The opening and the closing of the stomata control the passage of gases and water vapor into the out of leaf. Then the next point of this lesson is the transportation of water and minerals. The roots of the plant have tiny, means small, outgrowth from their outer cell called the root hair. The root hair are the passage for the water and mineral to enter into root. Water is absorbed by the root through the process called osmosis. Osmosis is the process of transfer of water molecule through a semi-permeable membrane. Root absorb the water in a same way. The amount of water outside the root hair, that is in the surrounding soil, is more than what is present inside it. The water molecule move from the outside soil into the root hair via osmosis. Then last point is the transportation of food. Food manufactured in the leaves is transported to the other part of the plant by the phloem tissue. The translation can be occur both upward and downward direction, where movement of water in xylem can be happen only in a upward direction. Phloem has cell called the sieve tube through which translation takes place. These sieve tubes are placed one above the other and form a long tube.